Hey guys, it's Judgment Day. I'm kind of not looking forward to this and kind of am looking forward to this. As always on when we've getting ready to start a bike. Right now I have no clue whatsoever how this is going to go. I've got the battery box ready, sort of. I've just got to do something to hold the two relays and the fuse box. But I've got it all mounted now on the rubber mounts, the anti-vibration mounts. Very crudely, I may add, but it works. They're only tacked on at the minute. The battery box is all a bit rough and ready at the minute. I will tidy that up before it does get powder coated. But I've just got these arms going across. I've put the rubber mounts here. Seems the only sort of logical place to put them. So yeah, that's all nice and sturdy. Has a little bit of a wibble wobble there on the mounts, which is nice. So that's ready to go. Like I say, I've just got to find something, an idea in my head to mount the two relays and the fuse box. And then we've got to get the harness back on. See how that goes. I've got Mick coming over, the lad who helped me chomp all through this. He's coming over shortly when he gets out of bed, and we're both going to bang our heads together and see what happens. We're probably going to be like a couple of doctors preparing someone for major heart surgery. Although you probably wouldn't want us working on you in an hospital at all. I've tried self-surgery and it didn't go well. I have the scars to prove it. Anyway, that's another story. Yeah, so we're going to be doing what we can, basically. At this point, no clue. Have I completely messed it up? I don't know, but we're going to find out. Is it going to go nicely? I hope so, but I doubt it. I think one of the things that's definitely going to mess us about is the side stand switch circuit with the neutral switch and the clutch switch. We may have to do something to fool that sort of system. Who knows? And we don't know if it needs open circuit, closed circuit, and all that business. All these little things we have got to find out. We're just going to take our sweet time, try and do everything properly, and see, obviously to start with, if we can get a spark. That is the first obstacle to cross. Yeah, I just don't know. Have I completely messed this up? Am I going to be on eBay later on today looking for a pair of Bing carburetors and an electronic ignition? I'm not even joking. Who knows? We will see. Hopefully, touch wood and all that, we'll have some success. Even if we get that spark, like the spark plugs and stuff, that'd be fantastic. I've also got to go out and get some fuel. I've got no fuel here, but if we do get a spark, I'll be straight out in the van to get fuel, get the tank on, and see if we can get some noise coming out of this old Boxer engine again. I've said previously, before I brought it in here and basically destroyed a perfectly good bike, it ran beautiful. It really did. It ran great, it started great, it went great, it pulled great, it done everything it should do, which we kind of need it to do again. So yeah, when Mick comes over, I'm going to prepare a few things. Obviously, most importantly, I'm going to sit and drink tea for a minute, because I've only just got in here. I'm a bit of a late start today. I think all these crazy hours have caught up with me a little bit, so yeah, I didn't get up too early today. Never mind, I've had a catch up. So yeah, right, I'm just gonna hover about, maybe have a think about mounting the relays, I can still remember the word, and the fuse box. As the wiring harness goes on, I probably won't do this today, but I'm also going to see if anything else could be shortened a little bit more and tidied up a little bit more, because I do want the wiring side of it really neat. It's a crucial part of the bike. I want it perfect. Like I say, the mechanical side of this bike, I want it absolutely tip top. Cosmetically, not too bothered about. It'll look tidy, but that's about it. Now I'm keeping it, it is a bit of a, yeah, cutting corners and cost, to not going over the top with the cosmetic side of the bike. But we're just going to see how today goes. I'm going to share everything. There's going to be no fake in here that, yay, the bike starts as soon as we hit the button. There's going to be none of that. If it's not starting, I'm sharing it. If it hasn't got a spark, I'm sharing it. If it bursts into flames, I'm sharing it. Fingers crossed, everybody. Let's see how today goes. I'm either going to be a very, very happy chappy later on tonight, or I'm going to be in despair, rolling around on the floor, kicking and screaming. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And I'll be sharing it all. Right. Tea, and have a think about me relays and fuses. I've just put the tank back on the bike, so I'm just trying to establish a decent place for the fuse box. I wouldn't mind the fuse box, putting it where I can get at it, basically, by just lifting the seat up and not having to lift all the tank up to get at it. So I'm thinking just in this area here. So there's our battery box sat there. If I make a little simple bracket, folded bracket that comes up, lips over the airbox there, and just sits there. I think that's probably the best thing. It's not in the way there, and like I say, I can get at it by just lifting the seat up. Okay, moving on. I've quickly knocked a bracket up for the fuse box. I changed my mind slightly. I now have this. So that can go there. Point the camera in the right direction, that might help. Yeah, so the fuse box will sit there where my thumb is, and I can get at it just by lifting the seat up. And I've sort of moved it out so the battery strap can come up from behind it. Job done. So I'll get that drilled out. I'll drill the bottom pieces out as well, because then that can be just spot welded to the back of the battery box. Sorted. That's that sorted. There we go. Right, the only little issue with that is the wire runs. So I have just ordered some angled spade connectors for the, oh, I've bent that one a bit. That's not good, is it? There we go. Yeah, I've just ordered some angled spade connectors so the wiring goes sort of out the way of the lid of the airbox, which will tidy it up a little bit. But for now, we're good. We can sort of bend them around a little bit till them spade connectors come. But that'll sort that area out. There'll be ongoing little bits like this where, you know, as I go through the wiring, there'll be little improvements I can do, and, you know, with the ideas I come up with, could be a good idea, but like that, it messes the wiring up a little bit. So 4 angle spade connectors, that'll be sorted out. Yeah, we just chip through it till we've got it as perfect as can be. Right, next bit, moving forward. The battery box is back on. I think I've got everything on there that it needs. I've got these little tabs down here to put the relays on. That's for the fuse box. Harness is there, all ready to go and get everything in place, hopefully. So we're going to quickly do that. Well, I say quickly. We're going to do that, get everything plugged in where it's got to be, and see what happens. Right, moving forward a little bit. We've got the harness on the bike, ECU's on. There is some fine tuning to do.
The wires ain't actually long enough for the fuse box because I want the fuse box to live here, but that's no big deal. It's all connected for now, but like as you can see, there's still a fair bit to do. But what we're trying to do now is just get everything so it is connected so we can actually try the bike. So what I'm going to do now, this plug here is for the ignition switch, so I'm going to make a plug up to go into this and just temporarily connect it to a key, just for now. But I'm going to make the wires long enough so I can actually use them if I do decide to use this. That's the next job. Okay, we're still in the middle of preparation. We've gone backwards a tiny bit, as you can see. We've made no attempt at starting just yet. As you can see, the battery's not connected or anything, but we've just been trying to find the starter wires. One was out ready and apparent, but there was a little bit of confusion in there on my part of a link between the starter button and the kill switch. So on these BMWs, there's like a little turn switch for a kill, engine stop, and the starter button's in the middle of it. And they all link. So as you can see, I broke back the shrink wrap, and we got two wires here going into one, and it needs an extra one coming out of there now for the actual starter button. So for now, we're just going to wrap something around that so we've got a wire, and then for now we're not going to connect it to the start switch because obviously I want this all nice and tidy, and I've made it even worse. Is the other side of the start switch. So we're sort of going to do a hot wire job and touch the wires together when we come to try it, and then if it all works, then I can put it in properly. But for now, this is just all test stuff to know where we are and what's going right or wrong. So I'm going to get that done, and then we'll connect the battery. Okay, so right, as a precaution, safety measures, we've got the earth on, we've not got no lives connected yet. Mick's on the ignition switch. I'm going to literally hold the lives on, and Mick's going to turn the ignition switch to see if we can hear any relays or whatever, anything. Smoke and fire. So doing it this way, at least if we see any problems occurring instantly, we're not trying to undo the battery. I could just take it off instantly because we have no clue. Right, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm not. On that one. Right, go. Keep it on a minute. Oh, my hearing's terrible. I can't hear nothing. I don't think we'll hear anything. Well, go on. No. No. Go on. No. Have we got all of the earths on?
I think so. You got the wire to the alternator, haven't you?
Yeah, that's on. Both wires to the alternator.
Try that starter wire.
Yeah, where is it? Right. Also, we got the start. This is the actual start switch wire, and I've unearthed the one that, you know, when you hit the switch, it connects to this wire, and I'm going to just try and touch it basically. Go on. This is where I'm thinking we're going to be messing about with the side stand switch, the neutral switch, and all that business. Right, you ready? Is it on?
Yeah.
No, nothing. So, at the minute, it's dead as a dodo. Definitely on.
Yeah, that's off now. Try it again.
Yeah. Go on. Is it on? Nothing.
No, nothing.
Right, has to be expected, sort of. Right, we're gonna have to do some messing about. Okay then, as I think I said it at the beginning of this video, didn't I? I think the clutch, the side stand switch and all that business is going to be the one that messes us about. We think we've solved it. So basically the side stand switch and the clutch switch is a continuation of earth wire, and at the minute there's breaks in them because they're not connected. So we've got to basically connect them up and try it again. So yeah, we're just going through everything now. We're back in a bit of a mess, but that doesn't matter. Just to establish our wires that we've got to now join, so we're full in the system for hopefully to fire some life into this. Blue, what you done? What you done? Eh? What have you done? What a dog. What you done? He's happy about it. Blue's been rubbish inspecting. Shall I clean all that up? Right. We're just chipping through this now, trying different things to fool all the kill switch, side stand switch, clutch switch, neutral light. Yeah. Just gonna keep chipping away. Okay. Moving forward very, very slightly, I will make a confession that we've just basically looped the kill switch out. We've messed about with all the other things that won't let you start the bike if you're an idiot and leave things side stand down and all that sort of business. And I'll admit I've just tapped the wire and it went to fire up. So we're just going to demonstrate that now, just to show you that we're getting noises out of it. You ready?
Ignition on.
Ignition on. That's good news. Now the next thing is, has it got a spark? Ignition off. Right, we've got it cranking, which is a brilliant sign. I'm going to find a couple of a new spark plug now to save taking the plugs out of the bike, put it into the spark plug lead and see if we've got a spark. Okay then, plug lead off. I've got a new plug to save taking the ones off the bike. That in there. What we may encounter here, we're not 100%. This was the side stand switch, but whatever position it's in, we can hear it activating a relay, but it all still turns over because we think that might just basically turn the coil off. So we may have to try this in a few different places to get our spark. We'll put that there. I'll tell you what we'll do. Hold on, I need that shoved in somewhere. Let's turn it to all romantic. Doubt the lights. Play the romantic music. Now I can't see what I'm doing. Right, you ready?
Ignition
on. No spark there. Hold on, let's listen for the... That made a noise. Right, we haven't got a spark at the minute. I don't want to hold that. I've even held the plug caps and got a belt off them.
I'd rather have a belt. You know it's working.
Oh, you hold it.
Sure, boy.
It's all right. Hold on. See, it's doing it in a few different positions. Yes!
Is this better?
We have. Oh, yes, we don't half. Hold on. Let's get the camera on that. Where's the wire? There. Whoops.
That's the big end fell out.
We have a spark! Lights back on. Okay, there we go. That is such a relief and a monumental step forward in my head. Oh, right. I know it would be all fantastic and great to end this video with it actually starting, but it's getting quite late. Mick's now gone. He's got things to do, which is fair enough. He's getting late at night. And there's several hours work of preparation to get this bike in a state where we can put the fuel tank back on it. Obviously we've pulled a lot back out. It does look like it's gone backwards a little bit, but we had to establish several different things to make the bike spark. So what's got to be done, I'm going to lengthen wires to get the fuse box out the way to get that back over here. So some wire lengthening to do for that, so that gets that out of here, which will be less mess, and just generally tidy everything up now. Get the ECU bolted back in down there. So basically it's all completely clear to drop the fuel tank on. We've got to obviously get the fuel pipes on and everything like that. There's a couple of wires that I need to be able to get to different areas. So yes, there's quite a few hours of messing about till the fuel tank can go on and we can introduce fuel and then see if the bike starts. It's something we didn't want to rush at and start making a big mess and mistakes and wrecking stuff, so we're calling it a day at that. I'm very, very, very happy and much more relaxed now. We've actually got a spark at the plugs. Like I say, it may seem stupid, but that is a massive, massive step forward considering how much we have chopped out of this bike. So yeah, next video, hopefully we will have it running. But it's fantastic to even hear it turn over. It really is. It's been 3 years since this bike actually ran in its standard form. Gotta be 3 years, I would have thought. So yeah, that was a beautiful moment for sure. And what I'm going to do as well is get all this shed proper cleaned up, get the bike in the middle of the shed, so me and Mick tomorrow have got all the room that we need to work around it and get this thing sorted. And I've got to clean all Blue's handiwork up as well. He's obviously, as you can see, he has been very, very busy. Hey, I'm talking about you. Hello? Come back in here. Yes, you. What's all this then? This is your handiwork, isn't it? Huh? So yeah, I'm going to get all the shed cleaned up, everything sorted, so we can just go for it tomorrow. I'm going to probably not sleep very well because I'm super excited, and I might get the shed cleaned up tonight, and first thing in the morning go out and get a big tub of fuel ready for when we are all sorted to try it out. Right, that'll do. Thank you all for watching. Obviously, immensely thank you for everybody following these videos. I know it's been a little bit boring over the last few videos. It's wiring, it's very difficult to film and make any sense of, but just trying to show you little updates of the journey. Next video should be a massive one. Hopefully
there'll be some noise going on here of a Boxer engine firing into life for the first time in 3 years. Fingers crossed as well on that one, but I am so happy it turns over and we got sparks. Awesome. That'll do. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.